Good American Family ending explained what happened after the TV show. Following in the footsteps of Joe's Carol, American Sports Story, and The Staircase, Good American Family is the latest drama to focus on a case that's already been meticulously explored in documentary form. Indeed, there have already been 3 seasons of Discovery's The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, the jaw-dropping tale of a Ukrainian-American with dwarfism who was alleged to have been abandoned as an 8-year-old by her adopted family, over incorrect claims she was an adult woman posing as a child. So what can the Disney Plus original tell us that we don't already know? Well, not a lot, as it happens. In fact, the 8-part series is perhaps more notable for what it omits than what it portrays. I Want Justice, Natalia Imogen Faith Reed, impressive in a hugely challenging role, tells TV's Dr. Phil in an opening scene recreation of the real-life interview that propelled her remarkable story into the national consciousness. I want the Barnetts to do their time. As her former adoptive parents revisit the footage with their lawyers 3 years on, there appears to be a good chance she'll get her wish. Indeed, already monsters in the court of public opinion, Christine Ellen Pompeo and Michael Mark Duplass receive another hammer blow when not one person comes forward to be a witness for their defenses. In revealing video interviews, the likes of Natalia's school doctor and previous adoptive mom all insist that she was never the sociopathic demon child they purported. I wish she held me up until I fried, Christine claims on watching all her character assassinations, referring to the alleged moment Natalia pushed her against an electric fence. This is so much worse. In a performance that's poles apart from her compassionate medic on Grey's Anatomy, Pompeo plays the mom to perfection. And Christine faces another setback when thousands of incriminating Facebook messages also briefly come into play. The now-divorced Barnetts, however, are thrown a lifeline when the prosecution is barred from mentioning any evidence relating to Natalia's age. An earlier Superior Court ruling meant that in the eyes of the law, she was an adult at the time of the alleged neglect. Of course, they both still face charges, separately, relating to Natalia's disability. But Michael is also offered one almighty get-out clause. If he testifies against his ex-wife, he'll be granted immunity from prosecution. That would appear to be a no-brainer considering he spends much of his time placing the blame squarely at her feet. Yet Christine draws upon her skills to ensure that she isn't thrown under the bus, and Michael takes his chances in court. Luckily for Michael, spousal privilege means that the Facebook messages can't be used in evidence, and as shown in a courtroom montage, any talk of Natalia being a minor is immediately shut down with objection. His gamble, therefore, pays off when after just 2 hours of jury deliberation, he's acquitted of all charges. Understandably distraught, Natalia initially lashes out at her new guardian Cynthia Mans, Christina Hendricks, for putting her through all the courtroom drama. You act like you believe in me, but this is all you think I am, a project to feel better about yourself. And her devastation is only compounded a few months later, when just 3 weeks before her own trial is due to start, all charges against Christine are dismissed. Christine's jubilance at escaping any form of punishment quickly subsides when she sees the negative social media response, and she's soon brandishing her previously loyal best friend of Judah's when she starts to express doubts about her version of events. Even her own son Jacob Aaron Potter, the only member of the Barnett family to offer Natalia an apology for how she was treated, starts to turn against her, drawing parallels with how he said he was dismissed on being diagnosed with autism as a child. As for Michael, well, he's still playing the victim himself. I was a kid, you were supposed to be my dad, Natalia tells him during a long overdue heart-to-heart. I just didn't have the strength, comes the feeble reply. Hurt people, he later adds, continuing to argue that he was under Christine's control throughout. The show appears to be under a similar mindset, as anyone who's watched the true crime series will know that Good American Family portrays Michael far more sympathetically than its documentary counterpart. The drama appears to offer some semblance of hope when, on returning to her new adoptive home, Natalia discovers that the online world is hailing her as a heroine. One end credits title card also reveals that the birth date in her passport has been officially restored to September 2003, meaning it's now legally recognized that she really was only 8 when left to fend for herself. Unfortunately, another reveals that her happy ending didn't last long. Indeed, while Cynthia and her preacher husband Antoine, Jared Haynes, are largely presented as Natalia's saviors, a vague statement reveals that allegations of abuse against the pair have come to light since the show ceased filming. As the third season of The Curious Case has already delved into, the couple have been accused of being violent towards Natalia, something they have emphatically denied. These accusations came exclusively from people claiming to be witnesses, and not from Natalia herself, who has declined to comment on the matter via People. The Mans have denied the accusations, with Cynthia calling them sick, twisted lies, and adding, "It's so frustrating that people will just say anything to appease their agenda. It's ridiculous." It's a development which Good American Family couldn't possibly have accounted for. But nevertheless, it still undermines its narrative. Natalia's incredible story has taken another twist since, with Nicole and Vincent DePaul, the couple who unsuccessfully tried to adopt her in 2009, now looking after her following a dramatic escape plan. Did she probably do weird things in the past? Yet, Nicole told People about Natalia, now planning to become a schoolteacher. But when you take in a child, you take that child as your own. You don't just get rid of them when they don't fit into your puzzle. The final episode of Good American Family aired to millions of tearful fans, wrapping up a decade of drama, love, mistakes, redemption, and deeply human moments. In the finale, titled Home at Last, the Bennett family gathered one last time at the family farmhouse, the place where so many of their struggles and triumphs had played out. There, around the kitchen table under the creaky chandelier and the gentle hum of cicadas outside, they laid their last burdens down. So what really happened, and what came next after the show ended? Let's unpack the ending, then explore the imagined afterlife of the characters who felt like family to so many viewers. The final moments: grace, forgiveness, and full circle. As the finale opened, tension still lingered between Maggie and her father, Daniel Bennett, following the revelation that he'd kept letters from her late mother hidden for years. But in one of the show's most poetic scenes, Maggie finally reads the last of those letters aloud by candlelight in the barn, the words of her mother echoing with grace and heartbreak. Instead of storming away, she embraces Daniel. For a man who had lost so much, his wife, his faith, even at times his sense of purpose, this quiet moment of redemption brought the family back together. Jake, the once troubled middle son, returned home sober and stronger, with his fiancée Tamara and their daughter Elodie. His story, from addiction to recovery, resonated with viewers nationwide. The finale shows him building a porch swing with his father, a symbol of newfound stability and peace. Youngest sister Rachel, long the free spirit who left home chasing dreams in Leh, revealed that she'd accepted a job at a local arts nonprofit. Her decision to stay surprised everyone, especially her ex, Carlos, who happened to be working at the same nonprofit. The finale ends with the two smiling at each other through a crowd at the town's Founders' Day festival. No declarations, just potential. And that felt honest. Then there was Grandma June, ever the voice of sharp wisdom, who gave a toast by the fire that evening. "We spent so many years fighting for something we already had, a good family. Not a perfect one, but a damn good one." And the final shot? The farmhouse lights flickering off, one by one, as a gentle breeze blew across the Virginia hills.